Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, and this is going to be the first episode of an erection lasting longer than 4 hours. In other words, we're going to be starting a championship with Mark Martin and his number 6 Viagra Ford. Even though it says Pfizer on the car, it should say Viagra like it did in reality, but they can't have drug sponsors and whatnot in a game that is supposed to be E-rated. I mean, they could have rated this game in for matured. I still would have found it to be garbage just like I do right now. I don't consider this a very good NASCAR game. Anything, I just find it rather decent. We're going to be doing pit stops in this Let's Play, and you'll kind of see how freaking disappointing this game can be for a racing experience. But overall, it's kind of like NASCAR 2005 Chase of the Cup. There are many other games that kind of satisfy me in terms of the overall experience. But click Championship, and we're going to go to Cup, and Alan Bestwick has got some words for us.
Almost all racing fans dream of competing for a NASCAR Winston Cup Championship, and you're probably no exception. That's why we've decided to give you a shot at glory within our NASCAR Heat Championship Season mode. Championship Season is a race for the title in any one of the 4 leagues you choose. We'll still use the NASCAR point system, but you don't need to worry about meeting any sponsorship criteria or hiring the right team members. In fact, all you need to worry about is keeping your eyes on the track and your opponents in your rear view mirror. Think you have the skills it takes to compete with the best that NASCAR Heat has to offer? Well, one of the quickest ways to find out is to race for the season championship. So whether you prefer the NASCAR Weekly Racing Series, the NASCAR Featherlight Modifieds, the NASCAR Craftsman Trucks, or the NASCAR Winston Cup Series, we got you covered. What are you waiting for? Strap yourself in and make us proud.
We just finished our LP with David Rudiman in NASCAR 08, and that was a fantastic paint scheme. Just taking a look at this one, this is a pretty darn good paint scheme too. But the driver, that face in the top left, man, he's a legend. So we're going to do the full schedule, which is 31 races. There are a few tracks in this game that are missing, sadly. Like Pocono's not in this game. Really getting tired of these damn NASCAR games that don't have Pocono. I think Pocono. Whatever. We're going to have 6 times tower, which is pretty much the most. I think that's going to be like the halfway point of most of our races. Full damage is going to be on. We're going to have breakdowns enabled, which causes the AI to, sometimes their engines stop working and they'll, slow down in front of you, which can be dangerous, can make things exciting. We might not be prepared for it sometimes, which can totally change the outcome of our races, but it's realistic because that does happen occasionally. We're going to be on all flags and Legend AI strength. There is another option for difficulty, which is custom AI strength. You can put it on 105%, which is actually not exactly harder than Legend AI strength. It's much more like their cars are superior to yours to the point where you actually just can't compete with them completely. I can't keep up with them at almost any track. I found that out whenever I was racing at Dover and I was trying to make the intro for the series. Speaking of the intro for the series, the theme song is Never the Heroes by Judas Priest, which did come out about a month ago as this is being released. Also, as this is being released, I think we just reached 1,000 subscribers. Right now, I've got 996 as I'm recording this video. So hopefully we can start off our 1,000 subscriber journey with this game right here on this day. And the first race of the season is, of course, the Daytona 500. So let's get to the track. Here we are at Daytona International Speedway. We're not going to be qualifying for this race because qualifying does not work at super speedways, just like in NASCAR Heat Evolution, NASCAR Heat 2. Which disappoints me, but we will be qualifying in all the other races. Throughout this LP, you're going to see me using a setup that is already part of the game. You press the square button, and there's default, and then there's advanced. And, well, this was something I was trying to use so I could not do so bad at Dover on default setup whenever I was making the intro for the series. And it never worked out. I don't know how to delete this thing. Is there a way I can delete that? I don't know. But I don't think I'm going to need the full setup at this track considering it's a super speedway. But I will bother to use it in many other races because I know that on default setup your car is just not up to par with everybody else's somehow. We're going to need that advanced setup. We could find ourselves getting the pole a lot with advanced setup, so maybe I'll just qualify with default setup and then I'll use advanced setup during the races. But the pre-race show is going to be given to us by Alan Bestwick. If I can just speak this stupid freaking language for once in my life. We're also going to find out the pit road speed limit.
Welcome to the Sunshine State and the birthplace of NASCAR, Daytona Beach, Florida. Since 1959, a driver's career can be made or broken at Daytona International Speedway. The 2.5-mile tri-oval has served as a proving ground for some of the greatest names in racing. 31 degrees of banking in the turns and incredible speeds on the straightaways have led to the inclusion of restrictor plates here. Aerodynamic drafting has become a must-have skill in order to stay with the pack and master Daytona.
So he's done with his pre-race thing. Also just said that the race record was nothing. I don't understand that. Pit road speed limit is 55 miles an hour. We've already seen like the first 16 cars in the field. I've already got the lap info up for you guys to check out, but my track record here is 44.7 seconds. I think I raced here whenever I was making the that Mardi Gras video with the purple, yellow, green car. We're already passing like freaking 5 cars to start the race before we even get to the first corner. Good lord. My goal in this race is to finish in the top 20. The reason why I have such low expectations is because getting down pit road is not easy. And once you do get down pit road, you lose a lot of time, things just break apart, and it's not good Daytona racing unless you just don't have pit stops on. But we're going to have pit stops on throughout this LP just to provide a NASCAR-like experience, not a arcadey kind of thing where you just race, start last, and then try to finish as high as you can. I wonder where I'd finish in these races if I had it on medium race length and didn't have pit stops and started last every race. I guess that would be kind of interesting, maybe. But that's for a different LP with a different driver that we could be in this game. I could do like Jeff Burton in this game or something, or Rusty Wallace. I don't know. Either Jeff Burton or Rusty Wallace, I suppose, for our second LP in this game. But we just started this one, so let's not even bother thinking about that right now. Let's just focus on making up as many positions as possible. And I think we'll pit on like lap 7, and then we'll take 2 tires, and I guess we'll get a full tank of fuel so we can make it to the end. I don't want to get 4 tires because we'll probably lose a lot of time, and I don't think the AI are going to be taking 4 tires because you can lose a lot of time at super speedway during the pit stop for some reason. Even getting down pit road is not easy enough so that you don't lose time. I just kind of hope that the AI, they have a really slow pit road entry, we have a really fast one, and that we gain positions during pit road somehow, and all in all, we get a top 10, but that's something I don't think is going to happen. I'm going to have to get lucky, honestly. I have cautions turned on, but cautions, like, they rarely freaking happen. I mean, if the caution does happen, I think it's going to have to be my fault, huh? I'm not saying I'm going to intentionally wreck somebody so I can finish better, but it's sad that the whole caution thing really doesn't work in this game. It works fine in NASCAR Thunder 2003 if you ask me. The whole 180-degree spin thing kind of took over to caution in that game. I haven't played NASCAR Thunder 2003 since I got it. Well, I mean, I played whenever I got it, but I haven't played it since then. Overall, I would say NASCAR Thunder 2003 is half better than this game. In other senses, it's kind of not. I think that the driving model is not as good as this one in some ways, but at the same time, it's more realistic. Because the car seems more like a car and less like an artificial arcade thing. So, we are in 22nd place, completing our 4th lap right here. We could be in the top 10 before pit stops begin. And whenever, I have to actually think about my pit stop, my pit road entry. Whenever we get off the track, we have to pull off, then slow down, and do it gradually because we just slam the brakes. I think the car locks into a hard left into the inside wall for no reason.
Hold your line.
So, the reason why I'm going to be pitting kind of early from other people's perspectives, probably lap 7 out of 14, which is just the halfway point, is because I think the AI will start pitting on lap 8, lap 9, stuff like that, and I don't want to be surrounded by the AI whenever I'm attempting to get down the road, especially at a track like this. It's just, it is not easy because they can just drive right into you, or you can drive right into them. I am getting on the apron. Oh my goodness. I forget this is not NASCAR 2, and you driving on the apron at some points is not that bad. We're actually taking a while to make passes right here. I'm not getting very many runs in the middle of the field on Bobby Hamilton somehow. Okay, so now we're going in. It's kind of weird to think that, like, 2 laps from now, I'm going to be down pit road. But yeah, that's my plan. Terry Labonte in the Kellogg's car. I used to have a plastic die-cast of that car, and it was so freaking, like, just bashed up.
Stay low, still there, clear high.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is just getting right out of my way. Seems like a Dale Earnhardt Jr. thing to do. I'm going to slip underneath Kurt Busch, steal his drafting partner, which is his teammate,
Still
actually.
there, that was a great lap.
That's something to take note of. Okay, we were in 22nd place. We weren't getting anywhere, and all of a sudden we're in 12th place. So yeah, kind of got going after that.
Hold your line.
But we're going to be going down pit road soon. I really hope that we don't lose too much ground.
All clear.
I want to have a good first race of the season, you know? Matt Kinsey, get out of the way. Okay. Can't have anybody underneath me before we go down pit road. I don't think that's going to happen. But I still want to get as much time as possible before getting down there. Okay, here we go.
Still there.
Okay, we're off the track. We're slowing down. Slow down. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Car started sliding. I think that was a pretty decent pit road entry. Maybe I slowed down too much. We're going to get 2 tires. We're not going to repair damage. And we're going to get 2 cans of fuel, which is going to last us 9 laps. That'll make us to the end. I think that's good. Here we go, guys. Don't let me down. Let's try to have a really good pit stop. And it had to be right side tires. It couldn't be left side tires. I mean, I guess we need right side tires more because the car leans to the right and you use them up faster. I don't know. The car just angles to drive straight onto the track towards the outside wall for some reason. Okay, so that was fast pit stop. Getting on the track now. So, let's see how this plays out. So we're on lap 10 of 14 and we're starting to pass drivers as they get back on the track. We're in 16th place, so looks like we'll be getting a really good finish in this race, but we're still passing cars that are getting back on the track. What? Terry Labonte, you just gonna sit in the middle. I mean, I know it's just one driver that's got to pass you coming up at this high speed, but still, you're sitting right in the middle. So we lost positions, but we really didn't lose that many. So I guess the AI took 2 tires as well. So that was a really good decision in terms of strategy. It's a strategy. Oh my goodness. Now the thing is, if they just happen to have all really good pit stops taking 4 tires, that wouldn't make much sense, but we're going to get definitely beaten in that situation, considering the fact that my car is going to be driving much slower. We're in 11th place right now. We're going to be passing this car as we go through turn 1. That's Matt Kenseth. We're in the top 10. Oh my God. We're going to get a top 10 Daytona 500. Man, just think, if I had passed cars faster, if I hadn't gotten held up for like maybe 2 laps earlier on, we could possibly be getting a top 5 out of this, but I don't think so. Someone's coming up behind me. I don't know if that was one of the cars we passed just a while ago or if it's a car I passed like a lap ago. We're coming up on these 2 guys. We could find ourselves getting an 8th place finish maybe. Our car's steering just fine, but I don't know if the left side tires are going to hold us back. I hit the apron a little bit. Well, not that, I was on the apron, but I kind of bumped into the banking of the track whenever I was leaving pit road. So I don't know if that lost us any big amount of time. It didn't look like it did, but still, it kind of sucks. I could keep the car down there. For a second, I thought I was going to pass this fancy driver as well as that yellow car up there. I think that's Ward Burton. Didn't Ward Burton start on the first row? I think he did. Ward Burton and maybe Rusty Wallace. I swear Rusty Wallace was on the pole. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the bottom of the screen. I didn't get a good glance at it. Okay, we're giving him a bit of a push. This time by, we're going to have 2 laps to go. Trying to get just 1 or 2 more positions out of this if I can. Have ourselves a really good finish in the first race of the season. I didn't come here expecting to win whatsoever, to be honest. Winning at this track, oh, golly, you would have to take no tires, and you'd have to hope that you could do a really good blocking job for all those guys behind you. Okay, I'm trying to run up the track and finish the pass. Here comes Robbie Gordon behind us. Oh. Wow. Okay, get back on the track, That was embarrassing. I tried so hard. To get him to just fucking give up. But no, he just had to stay up against my right quarter panel. He just had to stay on my outside. Stupid What the hell is a fantasy driver doing in 9th place again? So, 12th place in the Daytona 500. I so badly just wanted to get that position. And he was for position. I wasn't losing my freaking mind. For a second, I was wondering if he was a lap down. I was just stupid. But he didn't give up. He didn't give in. He didn't check up or anything. For a second, I thought I was just going to slide across his front bumper and finish the pass, finally. But good lord. I think these guys actually took 4 tires, and that was keeping me from being able to just simply finish a pass. Because he was on the outside, and the outside makes you slower. Dale Jarrett won this race. Oh, how I love looking at that. Here are the race results in full if you want to take a look at them. There's our 12th place finish. Could have been 9th, but I got to go trying things a little too quickly. I mean, it would have been 10th if I wasn't trying things, but I wanted 9th so freaking badly because I'm ridiculous. And, yeah, that's all the race results right there. What are these asterisks for? I guess Jeff Burton led laps and stuff, or they led the most laps, whatever, and then in the end, they didn't finish well because of their pit stops. S. Spyclaw, Todd Laguerre, you got DNFs. Well, y'all both suck, so that's what you get. We finished in 12th place in the Daytona 500, and now we're in 13th. I guess that had something to do with the people leading laps or whatever. I don't know. That's kind of weird. But we press accept, and our next race is going to be at Rockingham for the North Carolina 500. Looking forward to that race because I really like Rockingham, and I missed that track. Wish it would come back to NASCAR. But thanks for watching the first episode of our Let's Play in NASCAR Dirt to Daytona with Mark Martin. We will continue this erectile dysfunction on Wednesday. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.